What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be speaking with Kozen or Jing Wang, I believe. I did an interview with Drosha, the one of the founders of the experimental Open Your Mind event and community, inspirational, and he mentioned Kozen, who has a judging system that's popular in Europe in different battles since 2012. And also, he has created the event Planet Popping, I believe it's called, which has brought in guests from all over the world. So I'm interested in hearing his story and especially this judging system. So, Planet Popping or Planet Pop Planet. Let's see.
Oops.
Yo. Hey,
Yo,
how's it going, man?
what's up? Good
Good,
day.
good. Yes, good morning to you. Good night for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's 11 p.m. for you, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're able to speak. And would you prefer go by Kozen or Jing? Jing? Or how?
Yeah, it's funny. Most people call me Jing.
Jing?
Most people call me Jing. Yeah. Some
Okay.
people who don't know my name, they call me Kozen because,
Hmm. Okay.
of the system, and I go travel a lot with it, and that's why people kind of tend me to call me, which is funny. Mobile internet, sorry. But
Okay.
yeah, but you can call me Jane. And can I call you James, or do you prefer
Yeah.
animated J?
You could just say J, the letter J.
Oh, just J. Okay,
Just
gotcha,
J. Like, hey,
gotcha.
J. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Okay. Well,
that's
Jin,
great.
I'm happy that we're able to have this conversation and hear your story. I know that during the interview I did with Drosha, he mentioned you, how you knew each other for some time. Your influence in the judging system and in many different battles. Um, and I'm just your story and as well. Like I know you appreciate the experimental and the creative outside the box, but you also appreciate the traditions and just the structures that was given before from the older generations. Yeah, man, I would just love to hear your story. I was kind of looking through your page, and I was like, because I looked up Kozen, and I was looking at it's been in like it's called Battle Bad, that the event, and um there was other events. It's in multiple events that I see you judging system, and I feel I don't see that in USA events of credits being given like judging system by a person. I've never seen that, so that's new to me. So I'm interested to get into that. And also, I saw something called ULab. You put community.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
yes.
sure we'll get into, what we might jump around, but I'm sure as we start from the beginning, we'll get to those moments. Yeah. Dope. Dope.
First of all, I just wanna, pay respect to you because I've been following your page for quite a while. I know you from online,
Mm.
and I've been checking out all your interviews. So first of all, definitely a shout out to you. And I mean, I really appreciate it. I think you're doing great work, and I think honestly, you should be interviewed too. Just to I'm actually interested in your story. But
Mhm.
yeah, just with that said, and also definitely want to give a shout out to Drosha for mentioning me,
Mhm.
my crewmate,
Mhm.
and yeah, to get started with this interview, I don't know where to start exactly. I
Let's.
haven't really,
Where
yeah,
did you? How did you get into this dance world? What was your first experience into this community of dancers? And yeah, that's what I would like. Let's stay there. Let's start there.
definitely. Actually, my interest not necessarily for dancing, but more for martial arts, just it started with that actually because my
Mm.
background is Chinese. I was born in China, in
Oh.
Xi'an, back
Mm.
in 1983, if you really want to go back to the origin.
Yes.
And I grew up until I was 7 years old in China.
Mm.
And in China, it's very normal that you always see, martial arts on the television. It's like it's in a soap series. It's
Wow.
in
Okay.
all kind of, different series and episodes, like, TV programs. And so it was very normal. And I was, as a little kid, I was just fascinated by the martial arts and not necessarily taking classes or whatever, just, just playing around with it. And and I guess at that point I was already just not so I was never, never interested in the fighting necessarily, but just in the aesthetics of the movement more.
Mm.
Yeah, just that choreography and just the whole rhythm to it, just everything is just was always inspiring. And when I moved to the Netherlands when I was 7 years old, I just came out. I traveled here together with my family, and and um, and I discovered music like quite later on because in China I really didn't, like I didn't really had an interest for music. I mean, I play clarinet, when I was younger. One because it's kind of a Chinese thing that your
Okay.
parents say you got to choose an instrument, you got to learn some music. So I kind of chose the clarinet, and but I really never, yeah, honestly, I
Mm.
never really. It was never a passion for me, so I just picked it because of the
Right.
parents, right?
Mm. Right.
And then when I turned 11, around my age of 11, I discovered MJ, like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I heard him, I even know which song. It was Black and White,
Mm.
the song, and I was on MTV and I saw it and it literally blew my mind. I didn't even understand English at that
Mm.
point,
Mm-hmm.
and I just, it just the sound of it and just yeah, just listening to that music just,
Wow.
inspired me so much. And I mean, it basically woken up something in me that I was like, wow, this sounds so great. And then of course the moves that he did, and all the, everything,
Mm.
his whole, his whole repertoire and everything was just, yeah, just really eye-opening. And that's the first moment that I really like, whoa, what is that? But to be honest, at that point, when I saw him dancing, I thought it was like a one of a kind thing. I didn't literally, it didn't click with me that that you could learn that by
Wow.
any measures at
Ex-
all. Like, I
Okay.
thought this guy was just born with a natural talent. Literally, I
Mm.
didn't have no idea. And
Mm.
then I just listened only to his music, and later on I discovered a lot more music, of course, gradually. But when I was 16, yeah, literally many years later, I had, there was a party. It was a party for kids. Like it was like a carnival
Mm.
I'm from Eindhoven. It's just like a city in Eindhoven, in Netherlands, a little bit more down south.
Okay.
And we celebrate, the Dutch carnival, or the Belgians also celebrate it. And we dressed up, and there was this party for more younger people, like kids. And I went to this party, and then I saw another dude, like